Hello, dear Gnostic Takeover community, brothers and sisters of humanity. We're going through quite an amazing time right now. We're really pumped and excited by all of the attacks we are having right now, which are actually nothing. I think we've been through much bigger challenges, and we thought that we try and use the opportunity to piss off the enemies of life even more, because that's what we're here for. This is just the beginning for this archontic force, the involutionary force, the dark occult that thought they could just take over the planet. However, they have a big problem here, a massive problem. And that's why the agenda is crumbling and failing miserably. And that's why we're saying that 2022 is our year. It's the year of freedom. And we thought we'd talk a little bit about the Gnostic takeover, what it's truly all about, and use a few pictures. Isn't that right?
Yeah, good idea.
Good idea. Should we head right into the pictures?
But what's our main subject?
What's our main subject is a good thing to contemplate. It is.
I think we can focus on true power.
Let's talk a bit about power, shall we? So we head right into the slides. So, what a wonderful bird that is. Isn't that true? What is that? What have we got here for anyone who can't see it?
Adla, Gabilan, eagle. It's the eagle, the sacred eagle.
Beautiful. So what does the eagle symbolize for you, Earl?
Raw divine power and vision and clarity, strength, life, and protection.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It also links in to what we often talk about, the Thunderbird medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that right?
Yep. Thunderbird medicine, which is the overview of everything. Who are you to claim that you can know everything? Because none of us really know the ultimate, and none of us can possibly know everything. Well, yeah, from your perspective, because you're only speaking for yourself. Just because you don't know something doesn't mean that somebody else cannot know what you don't know. And this is where the Thunderbird medicine comes in, because it's the overall view of everything, the whole matrix, because you come outside of the bubble of the matrix and then you're looking in to it, and then you can see everything in detail for what it is and how it operates and works. And that's the Thunderbird medicine, which is the eagle. It's the eagle perspective.
And that has been throughout history the issue of Gnosticism, that suddenly you are the arrogant one. Who are you to think to know? Well, we need to know what's going on in order to fix the problem, and for that we need the overview perspective. And yes, we know because we have the Thunderbird medicine working through us, and it comes through us into this reality.
It's when you're in ceremony or in your visions or in your restful state, you merge and become one with the spirit of the eagle. So you basically jump into an eagle's body and merge your spirit with the spirit of the eagle. And you fly with the eagle as the eagle, together as one. And then you experience life from the eagle's perspective. And it's an amazing experience. And vice versa, there are times when the spirit of the eagle jumps into you and merges with your spirit and gives you its vision, and at the same time experiences your point of view on your life and how you experience your life. It's a relationship with the spirit of the eagle. It's pure shamanic.
This is what the Gnostic takeover is all about. We bring back nature into this reality through our behavior and the information that we communicate. And that is the Thunderbird medicine, as can be also seen here, the Thunderbird Vision. I can see the bigger play here. You do not fool me anymore. The deceptive force that is multidimensional and tries to trick you on all levels. We here at the Gnostic Takeover say, no more. We can see how we have been played and we're not doing this any longer. We're taking over now.
Yep. We can see through all your bullshit, all your deception, all your interceptions, your attempts of interception, all your dementia, all everything. We can see what you're doing. And we don't leave any window or door open for you in the form of opportunity for you to come in and infiltrate us. It doesn't work with us. All doors are shut for you. And that's why you're angry with us right now, aren't you, network?
Exactly. This pedo-satanic criminal network that is governed and ruled by the Wetiko net, the field of Wetiko, through which the demiurge works through, in the form of the high priest of Satanism incarnated here on this planet.
Yeah.
And it works most through infiltration. So when you go and move beyond the Truman Show level of reality, it ultimately works through infiltration and control of the flow of information, which we're going to be talking about. The big problem that is happening within the alternative media. So coming from the Thunderbird Vision, the Thunderbird overview, perception and perspective.
The Thunderbird, by the way, the Eagle Vision is the first one of the principles of Gnosticism, which we call detect, decode, defect, seal and protect. Okay, these are the four principles. So first you detect the threat, the outside threat coming in, and you decode it for what it is. This is the eagle perspective. Okay, and now we're going into the defection process of it, which is the power principle of the jaguar, Otorongo spirit, the black royal jaguar of the natives. This is the principle, this is the spirit that savors through all the bullshit and says, fuck you! You ain't coming in. I shut the door on you.
Pure power.
Pure power.
The enemy's worst nightmare, you see, and this, as we say, means and shows that we bring nature back into this reality. We merge with the information codes of what we can observe in the animal kingdom, and it comes through us. It's in our DNA also. That's true activation. That is true awakening.
The spirit of the eagle and the jaguar is highly present among us, with us. They're with us. And we have their vision, we have their power, and they have our vision and power. It's shared, okay? It's an allyship, I would call it. So that's the defection process, elimination of the threat, and then we seal and protect it. so that the threat never occurs again.
This is where I want to talk about the raw information, okay? The information that is most overlooked is the base information, the building blocks of information, the principles, the most important information. So what is power? We need to talk about power because we cannot continue to give our power away to psychomaniacs, psychopaths, and complete megalomaniacs driven by the archontic mind virus. So what is power?
Asking me?
Yeah.
Okay, what is power? I love this subject because without power, there's nothing. Power is everything. However, what is power? Is it the perception of power that we've been told, which is power, which is the so-called power and the powers that be that dominate the world right now? Or is it something else? It's totally something different. It's something else. The power structure we're looking at, which runs the world right now, that's not power at all. That's fear, control. It's a control system. It's not power. Power has got nothing to do with money. It's got nothing to do with real estate. It's got nothing to do with materialism. True power is the power which is the force of creation. It's the power to create. It's natural order, the powers of the land, the powers of the divine, the powers of the species within the creation, within the earth, the powers of the humans, the pure humans, not the corrupted ones, obviously. And what this true power actually is, it actually really is responsibility. Because without responsibility, there is no power. For power itself is responsibility. So everybody talks about power without even understanding what it is, because everybody wants power from out of insecurity and feeling insignificant. So they want to feel secure and safe. So they think that they need to feel powerful. But that's control. That's control. They seek to control their environment from out of their insecurity, which explains the archons perfectly. That's what the archons are. Insecure bunch of little fearful beings. Whereas true power is what I explained earlier. We are true power. However, to embody that true power, we have to take full responsibility for ourselves and everything for the entire creation. And I, in my life, have never ever seen or heard anyone yet take that responsibility yet for not only themselves but the entire creation, the earth. So therefore, only those who take this responsibility can claim to be in charge and command of this terrain and this land and this earth. So since nobody in the control system has taken this responsibility, how the fuck can they be in charge or in control of anything? They're nothing. So who's in charge then, Steve? Do we have anyone in charge, really in charge here? Because the control system isn't pure. As we can see now, they're all over the place.
They're running around like headless chickens, aren't they?
So who is in charge?
That's the mighty question.
Who embodies these principles?
And who doesn't give a fuck when they claim, I am in charge, what anybody thinks of them?
True power is to know that you're in command. No matter who thinks what. Couldn't care less. That's true power. That's true command because I say so. And prove me wrong if you can. That's power. I decide what to do in my life, on my terrain, not some stupid fucked up control system or a bunch of child fuckers. I come in and fuck you. Stop me if you can. That's power.
And boy, does that create a vibration within the heart where you start to remember. And this, ladies and gentlemen, dear human family, brothers and sisters listening in on this, is the single one thing that the Gnostic takeover stands for, is power. We come into our power. We do what we want because this is our land. We merge with the spirits and the beings that have existed on this planet since the beginning. So who the fuck has got anything on humanity? No one. And this is what true Gnosticism and illumination looks like. And that's why we say we have a problem within our ranks.
This is our land, our earth, our domain, our territory. And my people are weak to defend themselves. So I'm in charge in their name. And nobody can tell me otherwise. Until they take the responsibility and take command with me too. With us. Right, Steve?
Exactly. This is shared power and no hierarchy created, because it is our responsibility to claim full authority over the entire earth. And that's what we're doing. And that is why we have the full responsibility of exposing the alternative media bubble that has kept this information that we're talking about, true Gnosticism, from the target population. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the single biggest pillar of the control system, is control of the alternative media and the information you have access to. It's a bubble. It's a program. It's control of the Hegelian dialectic of two sides of the same coin that ultimately lead you into powerlessness. And it has to stop.
They're misleading people. It doesn't even matter at this point whether they're willingly doing it or not. What matters is the fact that they're doing it. And we have to inform the people and make them aware of this situation so they don't fall into the trap. Even if they don't know what they're doing. For those people who still think, well, the Ikes and the Egans and the so-and-sos have done a good job till now, okay? It's just that their time has expired. Well, they should shut up then, shouldn't they? If they don't know what they're doing anymore. Right? Because then if you don't know what you're doing anymore, then you're misleading everybody else who's following you. See, they were all about followers. And they have big followers, which makes it dangerous for those followers. They're being misled into the trap of docility of the system. That's the way I see it.
And the message is clear. You need to know the enemy and know thyself. You have to know the enemy that you need to understand and understand and overstand the fact that they have no legitimacy to be on this planet any longer. And therefore, we need to claim that authority and take over and stop compromising.
Yeah.
And this is what we see all across the alternative media, is compromise with slavery, because it's just the news matrix of round and round in circles. And this is insanity, believing that you are ever going to create something new by doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's a program. And when people come, if these individuals within the alternative media were true human beings without an agenda, during a genocide, you would invite people to share ideas on how to end the genocide. But this is not what is taking place. This is creating incredible damage on the earth right now, because they're holding back the message of the takeover that we are sharing, of true shamanism, the way of the natives, the natural order, what the human being naturally is and resonates to in the heart, because the heart says, "You leave! This is my planet! I'm in charge! Stop talking about PCR and vaccines! I hate you! You will get destroyed! We are the law! We protect our children! We protect the elderly! Who are you to mislead people?" Humanity is animalistic, it is natural. And when the time is right, we need to rise and we need to scream. That's power.
And it feels great. Feels great. That's meditating.
It's part of the Thunderbird medicine when you know what they're doing to the elderly people who are not protected.
Mm-hmm.
When you know what they're doing to the children in the long run, and they are not protected. And if this is too extreme for anyone, it is because you have not encountered this evil in your own life yet. And you're still wanting to entertain yourself with truth. You're not. You're playing with yourself, and you'll get nowhere because you do not get the learning lesson of all of this.
Yeah. It's all right for when you send your innocent children, your innocent sons, to the military so that the corporals can shout like this in their ears with bullshit. But that's not violent or bad, is it? So when you hear us shouting, it's aggressive, you can't be doing that. Who do you think you are? Who the fuck do they think they are?
And that's why we are Mavericks. This is what we are here for. We're only two people here that have founded the Gnostic Takeover. Many people who were engaged with us have left because they do not stand in their true power, in the truth. But this is what we're here for. We're here to set the boundaries of evil and tell evil to leave, and at exactly the same time to expand the boundaries in the information world, because this at the base level is an information war. You are being distracted through the alternative media bubble.
Information.
This is a distraction and will continue the insanity and the insanity asylum staying at having a foothold on our planet. And this is the true virus. And it is within the own ranks of infiltration of people supposedly for freedom that are not. They are the biggest allies of the Archon vampire empire. And we will expose every one of you.
So, what is true information? Well, where are your decodings coming from? Are they coming from the Matrix, the media, alternative media, and the control system, basically? Or are they coming from the planetary intelligence of the Earth, of the source which created it and you? That's the question. We want to make sure the information we're receiving is coming from the planetary intelligence, from the source. And then we can only know what's going on, what is really going on, and coming to our power. That's why I personally myself, I never watch anything, alternative or media. I watch nothing. Sometimes I only watch my own videos to see how they turned out. And Steve as well, I don't see him watch anything. So everyone posting videos on our Telegram group, we don't watch those videos. We don't need to watch those videos. Because it's distraction, it's bullshit.
Yeah, the real learning is from your own decoding system that is within you. And let me tell you, the network hates decoding. It's planetary source intelligence. And when we watch a movie, for example, which we like to do these days, we decode the entire control structure in a single movie. It's all shown there when you know how to decode.
Exactly. Don't watch movies for entertainment. We watch to decode, to receive the message. Because in every single movie, there's a message. That's why the cult does movies.
And they're saying, guys, we showed you in the movies, but you can't see, can you?
Which means we can do it because we've shown you. It doesn't matter whether you can see it or not. We showed you according to us. So we're going to do it anyway. In their dementia, that's the way they think. And then they get slayed by the real power.
And that time is now. We have run out of time, Neo. But that is good because the ones in charge, authorized by planetary intelligence that is informed by the one and only source and the one and only truth, is saying in this moment now, involutionary force, pedo criminal satanic network, your time is up. We decide that you have to leave now. We are now in charge. We have taken over the charge because we take full responsibility for our lives and the life of the entire human family of this planet and nature. Nature has given the command to us to slay all evil and go for the kill. It's over. Once again, it's over. We command this land. We decide what the economics, what the physics, what the mathematics of all of this is, because we have the information to explain all of it. Planet Earth is run only under natural order now. And we take everything. Everything belongs to us.
And we give it back to planetary intelligence, to the Earth. That's why we take it back, to give it back to the Earth. It belongs to the Earth, and we belong to the Earth. And you can fuck off back to where you came from, which is nowhere.
Only those with no use for the empire is entrusted to lead the empire. And we lead the Archon Vampire Empire to its
Death.
conclusion, that is death. It is the inevitability, because evolution slays involution.
Evolution breathes evolution, breathes life, breathes life. Death is nothing, man. We've overcome it. We've overcome death. What is death? It's what the Archons are afraid of. Because when they die, not us. We never die.
In the spirit of the living, may this message resonate true power throughout your heart. And remember, 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 we came here to protect our land and to make the earth the paradise it was always meant to be.